Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Marathon month. This time I'll be giving you all my top 5 most wanted DLC characters for, you guessed it, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, since Sakurai has already confirmed the DLC for the game back in the November Direct. Before we get into this, keep in mind that these are characters that I want, and not who I think will actually make it in as DLC. This will be more of a hopes and most wanted characters type of video, not really a prediction video. So what do you say? Should we get started? Alrighty then, let's go! At number 5 we have Dr. Eggman. I would have predicted Shadow, but he's already in the game as an assist trophy. Anyways, I think having another Sonic representative would make perfect sense, because both Sonic and Snake are what introduced third-party characters into the Super Smash Bros. Series in the first place, so Sonic definitely needs another character in Smash. I also find it weird that we already have 2 Street Fighter characters, but we still don't have 2 Sonic characters, so I think Dr. Eggman would make a great second Sonic character. Now moveset wise, I think he would be a unique character because of all of his cool robotic inventions that he has made over the years. His up special could be the jet engine from Sonic Adventure 2. While it won't deal any damage, it is a fast and high recovery, and once it runs out of fuel, it'll crash onto the ground, and if someone is underneath it, they'll be damaged a lot. Down special could be an Eggman drill, which this would fold the Egg Walker's legs onto themselves, and then a large drill will unfold from under its belly for a decent amount of time. Side special would be the bobbin, which will make the Egg Walker front panel pop open as a bobbin springs out, and they will deal great knockback. And finally, his normal special could be the lock-on missiles, which when holding B down will allow Eggman to lock onto 4 targets with a sight laser. The releasing B will fire missiles at the targets. His final smash could be the Egg Walker transforming into the Eggmobile, and he could be flying back and forth through the stage with the Wrecking Ball hanging down and swinging back and forth like he did it back in the original Sonic 1. Because of all of these gadgets, Eggman would be a great, very fun character to play as, and that's why he is a number 5 on this list. Coming up to number 4 is Decidueye. Now you're probably saying, Incineroar is already in the game, so we can't possibly have a second Pokemon character, right? Well actually my friend, there have been 2 new Pokemon characters in every single Smash game except for Super Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS, which only had 1 new Pokemon. Anyways, I think just like Eggman, Decidueye would make perfect sense, because I would say he has been the second most requested Pokemon to be in Smash, only sitting behind Incineroar, which I would say was probably number 1. Now that's all out of the way, let's talk about his moveset. His normal special would be the Spirit Shackle. When holding B, he will pull back on his bowstring and gain power as he does. Then releasing B, it will have Decidueye fire his arrows, and so the arrows will loop around his opponents, then slam into them, causing a meteor effect. Side special could be a Leaf Blade. Decidueye's wings will glow green and perform a slash with 1 wing, which can be followed up by 2 more hits with more presses of the B button. This would be kind of like Martha's dancing blade kind of in a way. Down special would be the Solar Beam, which will cause him to extend his wings and activate Synthesis, absorbing light. This will let him slowly heal himself and also build up the charge for Solar Beam. Once charged, using the move again will unleash a powerful energy beam. Up special would be the Brave Bird, which has him taking off into the air really quickly and performs a 270-degree loop, cloaking itself in a golden aura. It blasts forward at a high speed. If he strikes a foe, it will recoil off the foe as the foe is sent flying with a high knockback. His final smash could be a Sinister Arrow Raid. Decidueye would swoop forward and deliver a powerful kick to foes he touches. This will kick them into a cutscene where they tumble into the ground as he soars upward, surrounded with Z energy from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Then he extends his wings and creating many arrows and then arch surrounding him. And for those reasons is why I think Decidueye would be a great fighter for Smash Ultimate. After all, there is only 1 bird character in this entire game, which is Falco, so having another one would be awesome. Taking the number 3 spot is Rex and Pyra. Now you're probably once again confused and saying, wait, isn't there already a Mii costume of Rex? So that pretty much means he's deconfirmed as being a character, right? Well, actually, it does not, because there are meat costumes of the Inklings and Chrom, which both of them are still playable. So for that reason, I don't think because of a meat costume, it means they don't have a chance of being DLC. Anyways, I loved both of these characters back in the Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They both make a fantastic duo, they are both a powerhouse, and they have a large variety of moves that would be perfect for Smash Bros. Speaking of those moves, I think I got a pretty good idea of what their moveset can be. His normal special could be the anchor shot. This makes Rex fire his salvager anchor forward. If it hits an opponent, he'll reel them towards them and hit them with his sword. The anchor shot can grab it onto ledges as well. Side special could be the sword bash, which will let Rex stab the sword forwards and would do more damage when it gets hit from the back. Up special could be the double spinning edge. This would let Rex spin the sword around twice, moving through the air, and goes further horizontally than vertically. Down special could be the blade arts. The button could be held down to charge the move, and when the button is released, Rex will throw the sword to Pyra. Then Pyra unleashes one of the three moves, depending on the charge: Flame Nova, Prominence Revolt, or Blazing End. Flame Nova would have Pyra spin the sword around herself, and then send out a shockwave of flames. Prominence Revolt has Pyra leap up into the air, then stab the sword into the ground, creating a large explosion. Blazing End has Pyra swing the sword forwards, and then put it on fire, and then throw it at an enemy as it spins like a wheel. Final smash could be Chain Attack. A cutscene will take place, then Rex and two allies, likely Naya and Tora, come in for several attacks before sending the opponent flying. Rex and Pyra have many arts that would make a great moveset for them, and they are just such a great duo. I think could be even better than the Ice Climbers, that it would make it so much sense for them to be in Smash Ultimate. Getting close to number 1, but not quite yet, is number 2, Geno. Now, let me just clarify that I don't think this guy has a chance of being in Smash at all. The last time this guy was in a game was just for a cameo in the original Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Heck, he was even cut out in the remake of that game. But hey, a kid could dream, am I right? Anyways, I have never actually played Super Mario RPG, but I have seen some Let's Plays of the game, and seeing Geno in that game already makes me fall in love with him. He has such a heroic, confident, and knight-like personality. His RPG-like moveset can be so well done in Super Smash Bros. Seeing this warrior from the Star Road in Super Smash Bros. Would be so cool, and just the design of this character is really unique and something we haven't seen in Smash before. After saying all of that, you are probably now really curious to hear what his moveset can be, and I think I have a good idea of what it could be. Normal special could be Geno Beam. A chargeable attack holding down the B button will cause red stars to appear over his head. Releasing B will cause Geno's arm to turn into a cannon and fire a straight beam of energy. This beam will be bigger and deal more damage to foes with more red stars that appear over Geno's head. The maximum number of stars is 3. If this move is overcharged, its attacking power will be reduced and the beam will appear smaller than it does when charged at 1 red star. Such special could be Geno Whirl. He tucks one arm under his cloak and throws his hand forward as he throws a flying disc made of yellow energy at his foes. If the players press the B button while the Geno Whirl is hitting the foe, 9,999 will appear over the foe's head, and this will cause the foe to go dizzy. Down special could be Geno Blast. A chargeable attack, Geno holds his arm up, and as this move is being charged, over his head red stars appear, while sprinkles of energy rise up from the ground around him. When B is released, Geno then sends a thin beam into the air. This beam will deal damage to anyone who touches it. The beam vanishes at a certain point. At the point where the beam vanished, come several beams of colored light slamming down into the area below. Up special could be Geno Boost. Using magic, Geno raises his arms above his head, and several red arrows lift him up into the air. So if Geno reaches the limit of this special move, the words attack up will hover above his head, and this will boost all of his attacks. Last but not least, the final smash can be Geno Flash. A softer yellow light rises from beneath Geno, and then he flips into the foreground, transforming himself into a big, giant Geno cannon. While Geno is such a fantastic character, we've only seen him in like 2 games, But there is one character that fits Smash more than anyone else on this list, and this next character has been my most wanted character ever in Super Smash Bros. Since the first time I've played a Smash game. Now, for the moment of truth, the character I have wanted in Smash Bros. Ever since I picked up my first Smash game, the character that Sakurai can charge me another $60 for, and I'd be more than willing to pay that much for this one single character. These two legendary duos that I felt like were made just to be in Smash are Banjo and Kazooie. Let me just say that I adore these characters. They are just so lovable and charming. They are one of the reasons that made the Nintendo 64 era so phenomenal and memorable. Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are some of the best platformers I have ever played, and they are actually kind of revolutionary to the platformer genre. There are a massive amount of moves that can be applied to Banjo and Kazooie's moveset in Smash, and the characters themselves are a bear and a bird named after instruments. What is there not to love? Like I said before, these two felt like they were made to be in Smash, and they have an insane amount of movesets that would be perfect into Smash. Normal special could be a shoot an egg. Hold B and you can aim up or down, releasing whatever angle to shoot eggs. It will shoot one of 5 eggs. Blue egg, a common egg. Fire egg, less common than the blue egg, decent damage and fire stun. Grenade egg, pretty rare, is a little on the slow side, but does major damage if it hits. Ice egg, pretty rare, doesn't do too much damage, but freezes the opponent. Freezes it for longer at higher percents. Clockwork Kazooie egg, rarest of them all. They are quick and has the power of a grenade egg. If you don't hit the opponent, it becomes a little bird machine thing that you can move it and explode at will, and it does as much damage as the grenade. Side special could be Beak Barge. Banjo ducks down and holds out Kazooie in front of him. Then he dashes at the enemy with Kazooie. This can be charged to increase power and distance. Up special could be Fly. Kazooie leaps up carrying Banjo and is able to fly left or right. Down special could be Split Up. Kazooie jumps out of the backpack and can control Banjo alone while Kazooie stays in place. He has his own moveset and everything. If you press down on B again, it changes to Kazooie, who has her own moveset. Last but not least, final smash could be a Mighty Jinjo. The stage rumbles at its center. A large statue of the Jinjo rises. The statue cracks and crumbles. There stands the Mighty Jinjo, a godlike statue of the Jinjos. Slowly at first, the Jinjo hovers over his pedestal and flies over into the sky. At this point, the Jinjo will dive across the screen, dealing damage and massive knockback to anyone he rams into. Well, that is it for my top 5 characters I want to see as DLC in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But what about you? Leave a comment below and tell me, what are your top 5 characters you want to see for DLC? Do you like my list, or is this the worst list ever? Thank you guys all for watching, and again, leave a comment below, subscribe, and hit the like button. I'll see you guys all next time for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Marathon Month. So bye, peace out. Peace! Mario Fan 5000.